Welcome to a new episode from AUC Today. This is Merna Abu Aita, and my guest for today's show is Ms. Randa Kamel, Associate Provost for Admissions and Financial Support and Chief Enrollment Officer at AUC. Welcome to the show.
Ms. Randa, given the current pandemic, AUC has shifted to an online mode of operation. So can you please give us a brief about how this is affecting the Office of Enrollment and student service as well?
Hi, Menna. Good morning, and I hope that you're safe and happy. Yes, definitely, Menna. Definitely, the global COVID-19 pandemic undoubtedly raised a lot of questions and concerns about the admissions for next fall 2020. The AUC honestly has taken steps just to make sure of the smooth process of admissions. Let me brief you here that the Student Service Center, I'm not sure that you've visited this place before or not as a student.
Of course I do.
Yeah, which is the one-stop shop. When it was designed, this was years ago, this was in 2007, when we launched this place, it was designed and equipped with all means of communication to applicants and parents, either virtual or walk-ins. Definitely our preference to have students on campus. We'd like them to visit the place. We want to meet them, to know them in person, discuss different options with them. And actually this is what's going on. And maybe it will end up to have a tour at AUC. And what's happening now that we're doing the same thing. It didn't take us much time to decide that we'll move all services to the remotely. So the same service is done now. What we're doing right now, that we're receiving the applications, the credentials, giving back. I think we have about maybe over 1,500 letters were distributed in this last 2 or 3 weeks, even the deposit and the payment. So what we're trying to do, that we're trying to offer the same service exactly as it is, but remotely. And this was really, honestly, it was designed before. So we were always ready with different scenarios. What I can say more, that the campus tour, yes. I want just to advise everybody that we have a very nice campus tour now on our website. Please go through, you'll feel that as if you are on campus. So I hope that students and parents are happy with our service now. We're answering them, we're communicating with them all the time. I hope that this is fine with everybody.
Of course, there are lots of concerns from students now about admission for next semester. So what are the changes done in the admission process to cope with the current circumstances in terms of the application deadlines?
Yes, we are well aware with all the updates with the international board examinations, and we're keeping an eye on what's happening. First of all, we extended all our deadlines. And we're keeping an eye just if any further extension is needed, we'll be doing it immediately. As I mentioned to you before, that the current global situation has caused a lot of uncertainty in this critical time for the next semester. And AUC, I'd like everybody to know that AUC adapts an admission timeline which is very different for all other universities. Since last fall, last September 19, the application is available from last fall 19. So students already submitted application and they were doing their best to meet our deadline, which was March 1st. So I can say that we're lucky enough that we have a big number of students already submitted applications with complete file. What I mean here by a complete file is the English placement exam, whether it's IELTS and TOEFL, or and the academic side of it, which is the high school diploma, the IG, whatever kind of certificate. We are going to respect all boards and all results, and with our deadlines will complement their deadlines. So what we're doing right now, that we're actually following up and monitoring the situation there, just to make sure that students won't miss any deadline, because any deadline we already announced before. The point is that with regard to, for instance, high school diploma, the students have been studying starting grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. What we have in their file, we have this transcript missing only a part, which is the last semester of grade 12. Same goes to IG, which is actually students studying for 2 or 3 years. Same goes to IB, French Baccalaureate, German Abitur. All of these certificates, it's not a semester work. It is 2 or 3 years work. So it is not fair even to evaluate students after the COVID-19 about this last semester. And that's why we already have transcripts, the work which was done the last period, it is calculated and evaluated, and accordingly students receive the provisional acceptance. And with regard to the final acceptance, we'll be waiting for the board exams. We respect the board exams, and we'll be waiting for the final results to evaluate students.
For the applicants that haven't still taken the international board examination, you will wait for them. Like they will submit the application for AUC and then you will wait for the board examination, right?
Yes, but let me tell you something. The early admission students who already applied for early admission, they've already received an acceptance letter and paid the deposit. This is the normal process. Students who did not fulfill the requirements or need to improve or did not take the SAT, let me tell you, Minna, that we communicate these deadlines early enough to schools and to applicants on our website. Everybody knows our deadline is very early. Who missed this deadline will have a different cutoff score than the early admission. We may actually have a higher cutoff score because it is the demand. The early admission is a group of students who applied early with complete files and already received the letters and paid the deposit. The other percentage of students who did not fulfill these requirements, we actually advise them to check always the board of the IELTS and the TOEFL and the SAT, to check more frequent, just to make sure of the updated schedule. And they can still apply. Deadline is open, extended, application is open on the website. They can just apply anytime and according to the slots available. This is our normal process, which has been happening for the past years. And we're continuing the same way as I told you, lucky enough to have already a large number or a big percentage of our incoming class already submitted the application.
That's perfect. So I believe that the deadlines for the scholarship application and the financial aid application is maybe before or the same time of the admission application. Is there any changes regarding the deadlines of their application as well?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, Minna, we extend our deadlines for the application in view of the prevailing situation, and automatically this goes with the scholarship and the financial aid. And I think that a number of students applied for financial aid and they already received our answer back. With regard to scholarships, I'm very happy to take this chance to explain to students, to applicants, that the application of scholarship have drastic changes. Before, students used to submit an application for scholarship. Scholarships are listed on our website. Every student goes on the website and see which scholarship he fits in or fulfilling the requirements. Actually, we discovered that students are missing a lot of, maybe they're not reading all the thing or not reading well, they're missing a part of the scholarships that they may have a chance to be accepted at. What we did right now, that we have one form or one application, it's online, student can submit it with very few questions. And according to these questions, it's all automated, of course. According to these questions, the system itself will guide him to tell him how many scholarships is he accepted to. He may be accepted to 3, 4, 5 scholarships, and an email will go back to him, tell him that you are eligible for these scholarships. And this gives him more chances to be accepted. Moreover, a new communication plan is now used to guide the applicants step by step. Until the final stage, we're sure that this requirement, this certificate, this country, eligible for this scholarship. So it goes to him, and this of course gives him better chances because he may be accepted in 1 or 2 scholarships later. And this is better for him than missing other scholarships.
Yeah.
So I'm advising everybody to go and submit the scholarship form now, and they receive an answer back from us very soon. Just tell him which are the scholarships eligible to. All the information regarding the scholarship and financial aid are always updated on our website for ease of reference. So I'm recommending everybody these days, the websites of every board is very important. Please check them more frequently just to make sure that this is the only way of communication with you now. So just please check to make sure that you have the latest information.
And there are any new scholarships offered for the upcoming semester?
Yes, thank you for asking this. Yes, in this situation, yes, I can answer yes. We have, I cannot say the name of the scholarships right now, otherwise I should list all the scholarships. We have about 3 or 4 new scholarships, and it's announced on our website. And so we added to another list. If you check the website now, you'll find them, and you'll find a lot of chances for scholarships. So please go and apply right now.
And what are the efforts done by the admission office to facilitate the tuition fees payment in terms of methods offered and deadline extension?
In collaboration with the Controller's Office and the Student Financial Affairs, actually, first of all, we've extended deadlines. Second thing, students who are residing outside Egypt, they have transfer from banks, and we know that the banks now, the timing is different. So we're extending the deadlines until we can only work with a copy of the transfer itself, until the money is received at university. With students who are living in Egypt, they have different ways to pay the tuition or the deposit. We have, first of all, the credit cards. We have the ATM machines of the CIB, which you can just check in, and you can have AUC as an icon there, which you can pay the tuition very easily. You can have a transfer, and the extending deadlines now, in view of the unfortunate situation in all different countries, is accepted. So we are accommodating now a number of requests of extension of payments, and we answer them back, and actually no penalties. No, we're doing our best to try to help the transfer of money to the university.
Do you usually get any concerns from parents or students about whether the next semester will be an online teaching or in class? I mean, like, is the university putting that as an option given the current situation?
Yes, we have received actually a lot, I think a quite good number of concerns about the means of teaching that should be taking place next semester. However, I believe, I'm not sure if this is still early to anticipate how classes will be held next semester. Nevertheless, what I'm sure of, that the AUC administration is prepared for both scenarios, and will definitely implement what's best for our students and the student community as a whole. We're trying to do the best for our students while keeping the quality of our student body. So I want everybody to be assured that we're doing this.
I hope that you keep providing assistance as you're already doing to the applicants. Ms. Randa Kamel, Associate Provost for Admissions and Financial Support and Chief Enrollment Officer at AUC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Menna. I just want, before we end here, I want to tell all AUC community, prospective applicants, to be assured, please be assured that the administration will always be here for them. We are here for you, and we're working hard to support you in all levels. Please bear with us. Send us any email if you need any advice, any request. We'll be very happy to answer you immediately. And we're looking forward to have you and to meet you on campus, inshallah, very soon, and to have the tour, not virtual, and to be back to our happy lives. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you, Minna.
This is an unusual time for all of us, especially new applicants applying to universities. But luckily, AUC is doing efforts to ensure a smooth process for applicants in this tough period. Thank you for watching, and see you next episode.